Manchester United and Arsenal have been involved in some of the most unforgettable action in English football. We've 3 memorable games for you in this show, starting with a 1979 clash at Old Trafford. Snow was covering large parts of the pitch, making life tricky for both teams.
Pat Jennings just making sure that he's got a clear view, but you can see what a cluster of players there is there. So McIlroy to take the corner and swing it in towards Jennings, and McQueen heads in! A lot of accusing faces in the Arsenal defence as they come out in the 8th minute, a goal down. McIlroy's corner, watch for McQueen. Jennings doesn't get anywhere near this. McQueen there standing on the line in front of Jennings. Bring it back to Houston. Wilkins again. And that's a good cross from Wilkins. Young beat Jordan to it, but it was a good ball from Wilkins. Thomas, signal with the right hand. In swinger, and Macari's header just glances off the outside of the post. Rice not pleased, I think probably indicating there that there'd been some kind of nudge off with the back of an elbow. Here is the corner. Little Macari does get up well to those headers, and Jennings wouldn't have got it. Put out by Ricks, and United make progress down the line with a series of throws. Macari, clever bit of work. Jordan looking for the header, and it's in! The goal, I think, has been disallowed. Jordan spreads his arms. Good work there by Macari. And I think it was Wilkins who got the header in on, or McIlroy who got the header in on the far side. Jordan who applied the finishing touch from an offside position. Nicol, Macari, Koppel, good save. But it was a very good, swift bit of work by Manchester United. Just 3 touches and suddenly Jennings was under pressure. Turned in on, and then the left foot shot, and it bounced awkwardly for Jennings. Steve Koppel a little bit unlucky. Devine intercepted by Wilkins to Nicol. Wilkins wanting to take it over again. Quick challenge by Talbot didn't work, and Wilkins finds Nicol, who'd run on well. And there are a lot of men in there again. Thomas can score! Well, he could have scored if the goalkeeper had not been Pat Jennings. He was clear in there, and he hit it hard and true. But Pat Jennings showed why he holds the record number of caps for Northern Ireland. Just watch the agility and the speed of the reflexes here. Suddenly breaks to Thomas, hard, and that right hand goes up. Nicol's throw. By O'Leary, back again by Nicol, now Brady under this. Jordan, nice little touch for Wilkins, and Wilkins a good early ball, and it's Thomas who benefits. Jennings has come out and got a hand to it, but Jordan will score, and that is 2-0. All made by a beautiful bit of vision by Ray Wilkins. Seen very early, there was the outside of the right foot to a difficult pass in the air. Thomas kept his head well, kept going. By this time Jennings is off his line, coming to meet him, manages to get a hand to Thomas's shot, but Jordan has been running on, hoping for just that kind of consolation. And Thomas has made a break into a good position and played it across, and Jordan has won it back from Devine and is then bowled over from behind, and that is a penalty. incautious challenge from behind with the ball wide out towards the edge of the area, and just that little nudge in the back of the knees was enough to give Manchester United their chance to go 3-0 in front. Pat Jennings, who's saved a few facing him, he's not going to save that one. Perfect penalty. Jennings, no chance whatsoever. 3-0. Worth seeing again. Beautifully placed. Nice pass finding Macari. McElroy to Thomas. Thomas, a good cross and a good save by Jennings that foils Macari. Once again, the class of the Irish goalkeeper. Superb reflexes, 34 years old, but watch how fast he gets down when Macari glances this header. That big left hand like a spade.
England manager Bobby Robson was a keen onlooker at Highbury in February 1985 with a qualifier for the 1986 World Cup the following week against Northern Ireland. Tony Woodcock was among those in his sights as he returned to the Arsenal lineup to partner Charlie Nicholas up front. This is United's starting 11. The midfield was missing regulars Brian Robson and Remy Moses. Kevin Moran was captain. And former Arsenal favourite Frank Stapleton made a return to Highbury in front of another very special guest.
The referee today is John Martin of Alton in Hampshire, and a distinguished visitor here this afternoon is the King of Tonga. So Arsenal get us underway, attacking the goal to our right. Manchester United this afternoon in the white shirts, on an afternoon when really the time has come for both these clubs to start making inroads on that lead that Everton have at the top. Both know that 3 points today are so crucial in their bid to get in amongst those championship hopes come May. Arsenal, in fact, have lost only one at home this season in the league. That was against Tottenham. Good record here against Manchester United, although they were beaten 3-2 in this corresponding game last season. And here's a chance for an early break, but the flag was up. Marriner's shot was over. The linesman's flag was up. United breathe again with a free kick. Flag went up straight away. And you can see that there probably was a touch of offside about it. Moran, McGrath. Albiston. Olsen, a lovely ball and a lovely piece of running, and look at the space here for Arthur Albiston. Now, can they finish this one off? Oh, my goodness, it was almost an own goal by Tommy Caton. A lovely run by Olsen, and what a ball there that suddenly put him in the clear for Albiston. And it could so easily have been an own goal by Tommy Caton. United have a problem. Kevin Moran, who was only past fit late this week, in fact yesterday, because of a calf strain, looks as though that might present a problem for United now, which probably would mean that Mike Duxbury would have to go into the centre of the defence, and the substitute Norman Whiteside, who's already warming up, would then take one of the forward positions. I think Moran's going off. The physiotherapist, Jim McGregor's having a word with the referee. Now, whether they want to bring him back at a later juncture, I don't know. But for the moment, Manchester United, with Moran off the field, are playing with 10 men. Here's Nicholas. Oh, good play by Nicholas. And, well, not a bad finish either. And with the ball out of play, it's a chance for United to get back to full strength. Kevin Moran off, will stay off, and Norman Whiteside will come on. As if United are having enough troubles with Brian Robson still up in Manchester, and there's Remy Moses in the tracksuit top, also with an injury. Next to him is Alan Davis, who's decided this weekend whether to join Crystal Palace or not. It's a throw to Arsenal, which Williams has taken. Mariner, the touch for Charlie Nicholas. Now Stuart Robson. Chance to make one of those forging runs of his, and a nice ball studiously played through, and McGrath pulling Woodcock down when Woodcock looked for a moment as though he might be clear and dangerous. And a free kick to Arsenal. That's a lovely ball, studiously played in there, and Woodcock really looked as though he might have pounced on it. So, what can Arsenal do with this? Is it made for a curler from Charlie Nicholas? A blaster from Tony Woodcock? It's Arsenal's free kick, and there are one or two permutations there. Mariner's in the Manchester United wall. It's going to be Woodcock, and it's driven just wide. And a goal kick given. Again, Arsenal thinking that it may have been a corner. Well, you couldn't really tell from that whether there was a deflection or not. Sanson, Nicholas, and now Strachan. It's Sanson with the throw for Arsenal, and a good long one it is. Stapleton finding Olsen. That's not a bad ball for Norman Whiteside. Onto that left foot. A brilliant goal for Manchester United by Norman Whiteside, the substitute. Superbly taken. That gives United the lead on the half hour. Olsen playing a lovely ball through, but the hard work now is done by Norman Whiteside. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1. Scorer Norman Whiteside. Nicholas. Anderson, the flags going here. Well, that was a jolt for Arsenal, and it's certainly a warning up in the stand for Bobby Robson, the England manager, with Norman Whiteside due to face England in the World Cup on Wednesday. And relief, although you wouldn't spot it there, on the Manchester United bench. And a bit of a problem there, not only keeping the sun out of their eyes, but wondering how they're going to get the goal back on the Arsenal bench. But here come Arsenal streaming away with Steve Williams. It won't reach Woodcock. Sanson then with the throw. Here's Nicholas. Corner. Minutes to go in this first half, with Manchester United leading by a goal to nil. O'Leary's gone forward again. Nicholas again with the corner. Oh, and a free header for Viv Anderson. And he put it wide. Well, he's annoyed naturally enough, and there must be vast relief in that Arsenal, in that Manchester United defence. Look at the space they allowed him. Half-time whistle, and the goal after half an hour by Norman Whiteside, and a fine one it was, gives the visitors a lead here at the interval. So the big crowd contemplating what might happen in the second half, but talking over a first half that finishes Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1. I hope our distinguished visitors from Tonga are enjoying the sunshine And a glimpse of our first division football. So Manchester United get us away at the start of the second half, leading by a goal to nil. Remember, with Kevin Moran off the field, injured, and a substitute Norman Whiteside, who scored the only goal, and Paul McGrath playing in the back four. It's O'Leary now for Arsenal. Manchester United, in fact, who did the double over Arsenal last season, would have already beaten them 4-2 up at Old Trafford this season. But here's Woodcock. It's a shot on the turn, and the first real save of the game that Gary Bayliss had to make. Woodcock with a good turn here. Over the head of Caton, but a foul on him by Stapleton. Free kick. Sanson. Woodcock. It's been pounded by the United defence, particularly McGrath in this second half. Woodcock. It's Nicholas being watched by Duxbury. Nicholas. Oh, he might go all the way, Charlie Nicholas. Davis with a chance! And somehow Bailey saved it. Under really close attentions there from Tony Woodcock. Made by Charlie Nicholas in the first place, though. Now that's a bit more like it from Nicholas. And the feeling is that Davis might have done a bit more than that, but good work by Bailey. Now, Stapleton. In for Mark Hughes. Might take a bit of holding off. There are three to do it, though. Stapleton playing it in. Can Strachan get there? Touch and go there for Arsenal. It needed just a touch from the Scot. And Lukic was already committed. It was a nice little ball played in there. And Lukic gathered it. Strachan's header. He's chased a few causes today as Stapleton, and he's brought down by Caton. And Caton's name goes into the book. Caton claiming it was a pure accident. But there's no doubt at all that Stapleton was through and looking really threatening. Anything might happen here. Certainly needs to be perfectly lined up. Gidman's gone wide to the right, and the referee wants the ball back 10 yards. Looks like it might be a blast by Norman Whiteside in point of fact. Olsen touches it, Whiteside blasts it. Goal. Well, a few cheers from the North Bank as Arsenal start to warm up. Brian Talbot. Hughes. 6 minutes remaining now. And still United lead by a goal to nil. Going to try and bring Talbot on now. Linesman flagging away there, but he's not really ready, and that's holding up everything, and I can't think why the linesman was flagging there. Arsenal are not making the effort to get him on right now, and the game's going to be held up for a minute while he gets on. He hasn't even got his sweater off yet. Well, I think that's ridiculous. It's Paul Davis, I think, who'll probably go off, although there isn't a number, unless the referee showing it's the number 8 who's got to go off. And Brian Talbot comes on. Well, he publicly said today that he wasn't very happy at being dropped. He thinks it's his best season he's had at Highbury, and indeed, 11 goals to his credit, seemed to agree with it. Well, one of those goals Arsenal could certainly do with now. Woodcock. Kidman holding him off. Arsenal get the throw inside the last 5 minutes. Robson, Williams, now the break is on. 3 against 1 for Manchester United. Olsen is one away on the right, Mark Hughes is away here on the left, and only O'Leary is back. Now Olsen, he can't finish it off. Lukic was out there. Well, what a moment that was. 3 against 1, and they played it superbly, United. But in the end, Olsen couldn't quite finish it off. And certainly the crowd here of 48,612 must have felt that's goal number 2 for United. But it's a corner instead. Arsenal's 3rd biggest crowd of the season. They had bigger ones against Liverpool and Spurs here. Olsen, and headed clear by Anderson. Olsen again. Well, the lad who had a week or so here as a youngster, training with Arsenal, very nearly scored for United right at the death. Stapleton trying to get in there. Whiteside trying to get in there again. And somehow O'Leary just hacking it away for a Manchester United corner. That's how we get the corner. Precious little time left. Strachan with that corner. And a goal kick. Time has come now for Arsenal to plunge everybody forward in a last desperate attempt to pull something from the game now. Mariner up. Nicholas trying to get Woodcock on his way. In turn trying to get Talbot through. I don't think Talbot's had a touch of the ball yet. The substitute came on and scored for Manchester United. Arsenal will be desperate for the same thing to happen for them now. On the right side did it, and Talbot also. Inside the last minute now. Free kick to Arsenal. Foul by Strachan on Robson. Pushed everybody forward now. Only Williams, Sampson and goalkeeper Lukic are back. Oh, now Williams is going forward. They've really planted everybody forward now. Anderson tried to get the header in. O'Leary also trying to keep the momentum going for Arsenal. And a corner. Talbot racing off down towards that corner flag with the ball. And they've pushed everybody now into that Manchester United penalty area. Oh, and it was knocked away by Whiteside. So, Nicholas now with the corner at the other end. After Whiteside had done a tremendous job there in defence for Manchester United. Flicked on once more. Sanson trying to get it in there. United trying to get it away. Woodcock also. Robson in there. Caton in there. And in the end it goes behind for the goal kick. A huge relief amongst the big travelling support from Manchester United. And now Whiteside. Looking at a watch again, and again, at 3 minutes of injury time now. Free kick to Manchester United. The feet of Viv Anderson a little too high there as he tried an overhead kick. And you have to say now that Arsenal's last chance of forcing an equaliser is probably gone. Robson with the free kick. Final whistle, a victory and 3 precious points for Manchester United with a goal by Norman Whiteside after half an hour. A lot of pressure from Arsenal late in the game, but never really with a clear sight on goal that would give them the hope of making the breakthrough that really mattered. So a full-time score here at Highbury. It's Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1.
Michael Knighton's fresh financial backing in the boardroom has dominated the hours leading up to the kickoff, but now it's the turn of the fresh faces on the field to point the way to a more profitable future at Old Trafford. Neil Webb's portfolio includes 17 England caps from his time at Nottingham Forest. Michael Phelan revealed character and class as captain at Norwich City during their creditable showing last season. Webb and Phelan, the new names in midfield, but the defence is a familiar mix after this week's fruitless pursuit of Middlesbrough's Gary Pallister. Experienced fullbacks Viv Anderson and Colin Gibson are still on the casualty list, but 18-year-old Lee Sharp has recovered from a knee problem to provide width on the left-hand side. Brian Marwood makes a reappearance for Arsenal after Achilles tendon trouble. Marwood for the injured Steve Bold is the one change from their lineup at Liverpool last May, but it does entail a tactical alteration, Arsenal reverting back to a straight 4-4-2 and discarding the sweeper system which was unveiled here in April when the Arsenal captain Tony Adams scored for both sides in a 1-1 draw. Arsenal will certainly remember referee David Hutchinson, who was also the referee on their historic night at Liverpool back on May the 26th. Manchester United kick off. They finished 11th last season in the bottom half of the table for the first time for 15 years since they were relegated, in fact, in 1974. But it's a new era now at the club. Here's Nigel Winterburn for the champions. David Rocastle has made a great run and was a whisker away from giving this match a sensational start. The marking was all over the place, and a glancing header there might have done the trick past Jim Leighton, but Rocastle couldn't make contact. And here's Brian Robson trying to set out the stall for the home side. They were a little uncertain, to say the least, in their defending a moment or two ago. But the captain has earned them a free kick. What a stimulus an early goal for Manchester United would be. It's Blackmore's shot that flicks away for the corner. Lee Sharp coming across to take it. Driven in low, and Steve Bruce! The new regime at Manchester United off to a flying start. Inside the second minute. Arsenal were slow to react at the set play, and Steve Bruce really threw himself in, and the ball sped past Lukic. Well, the champions getting an early taste of the difficulties, considerable I'm sure they will be, at defending the title. Webb and Robson in harness now with club, and that must be to the benefit of the England manager Bobby Robson. I'm sure that was a factor in Neil Webb's decision to choose Manchester United when he decided to leave Nottingham Forest to link up with Robson. In fact, they almost linked too closely then, going for the same ball. Hughes. And Brian Robson has made a terrific run. Kevin Richardson, can he keep him at bay? He couldn't, but Lukic did. At times last season, watchers of Manchester United felt that Brian Robson was reined in a little too much. He's so effective when he springs ahead of the ball. And he was beautifully found. And Lukic made an exceptional save. That's Hughes. This is Lukic, didn't really get there. Did Tony Adams push then? He surely did. A penalty to Manchester United, with Steve Bruce making his presence felt again in the Arsenal penalty area. The captain asked the referee for confirmation, but he knew Lukic wasn't altogether decisive. Then it came off Richardson. Keep your eye on the number 6, Adams. And there he pushes Bruce. Brian McClare for 2-0, and John Lukic, incredibly, saves the penalty. It's his 3rd penalty save on this ground against United. One when he was playing for Leeds, and this is 2nd for Arsenal, and all 3 have been at that end of the ground. He said to me before the game, I daren't save them at the Stretford end. But Brian McClare has wasted a great opportunity to really confirm Manchester United's superiority. In fairness to McClare, he didn't get much penalty practice last season. But John Lukic read his mind. And the goalkeeper, whose position seemed to be under some threat when Arsenal were talking about signing David Seaman. Lukic made a brilliant save, and while we're talking about that, Tony Adams has gone off and Gus Caesar has come on. Manchester United have the free kick. Mark Hughes lets fly. Welcome back, First Division football. We've missed you. This is electrifying. Hughes connected well. Lukic got a touch as he thrust up an arm. It was a much easier save than the penalty stop. Michael Phelan in plenty of space. The flag is up for offside as Phelan looked to loop it towards the far post. Racing through the mind of Lukic, the responsibility here that he took in saving from Brian McClare and kept Arsenal in the game. Minutes gone. Alan Smith's up well. Gus Caesar is moving towards the drop of the ball, but Mike Duxbury got there first. In his testimonial year, and few players have deserved a testimonial more than the loyal Mike Duxbury, who has put his club before his own personal career many times in the past. And a goal. David Rocastle. Arsenal give another twist to this captivating plot. Jim Leighton's turn to reflect. And we've had a goal aside from a corner kick routine. And that puts the penalty missed by McClare into somewhat sharper relief. Well, it's now to add to the considerable number of events we've had in this first half that are worth taking note of. We've got an injured referee. Looks like a problem to the left calf. And the combined talents of Gary Lewin on the left and Jim McGregor, the physiotherapists of Arsenal and Manchester United respectively, put to work to try and solve the problem. Now, it could be that the problem can't be solved. That's Paul Dalton, who is the fourth official. There's a question here of who is the senior linesman. So, John Richardson. Replaces David Hutchinson. Paul Dalton will be the substitute linesman. I'm happy to get it forward for Arsenal. Mason's over-hit Richardson. Deflected off Hughes, who got a blow around the jaw from the ball. That's got him shaking his head a little ruefully. It was from the ball, I stress. Robson trying to sneak forward undetected. It's harder and harder for him to do that, even though he got to the ball first. Well, first half with so much to talk about. Steve Bruce with a great start for Manchester United, a goal after 100 seconds. John Lukic kept Arsenal afloat with his third penalty save on this ground, and David Rocastle gave Arsenal an equaliser, another goal from a corner after 21 minutes. We've even lost the match referee as well at half-time at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1. The Manchester United penalty miss will bring back memories for Brian McClare, unhappy memories. He, you might recall, a couple of years ago missed a last-minute penalty in a cup tie at Highbury. On that occasion, he blasted it over the top, if memory serves me right. But he's joined the list now, which includes Jimmy Nicholl and Norman Whiteside of Manchester United penalty takers who've been denied by John Lukic. Watching with total concentration, and as a football man, realising, I'm sure, that the job isn't done yet in this opening game. Manchester United looking to come again here with Duxbury. Hughes, that's a great turn, Mark Hughes! A rasping shot past Lukic. But it was the twist, the spin that made the goal possible. He lost O'Leary and it went under the goalkeeper. Very difficult for goalkeepers to drop when they come there. Manchester United are back in front. looked over the back end of last season that Hughes and McClare felt the pressure of the responsibility of goal scoring that was really just upon their shoulders alone, and I think the break will have done Hughes good. It certainly looked that way when he whipped past O'Leary and left Lukic picking the ball out of the net. Phelan. Webb goes ahead of him. Hughes is in the centre and he's offside. Well, Mark Hughes, who was the sharp edge there for Manchester United, just when they were looking as though they were redoubling their efforts after a rather stale spell. And the match has had one or two quiet patches after that extraordinary opening, but it's very much back on song now. Hughes, who loves to take his shots early, and when you've just scored, you don't think twice about attempting, I think, what was in the end a half volley when the ball was half a yard behind him. It's almost impossible to get it on target, but as a pairing, Hughes and McClare are the admiration of most First Division managers, and it's a reflective George Graham at the moment. You really cannot underestimate the importance for Manchester United to get off to the right sort of start. They haven't lived up to early expectations, and they're sick of the statistic that they haven't won the championship since 1967. Arsenal haven't won it, remember, since 71, so maybe in breaking the mould, as Arsenal did last season, that's encouraged some of the others who've had to wait a long time. It can be done. Merson. This is Sharp. O'Leary. Duxbury had plotted the trajectory well, but Phelan wanted too long as Winterburn came in. McClare hoping that he could take it on the burst. Blackmore, and Hughes was free. McClare! Lukic parries, it's Hughes with the rebound, and Lukic has recovered. At a time when a third goal would finish even a team of such resolve as Arsenal. Brian McClare would like to wipe out the miss of the memory of the penalty miss. Donaghy had to deal with a cross that seemed to dip and swerve a little on him late. Phelan, that's a fine ball to Sharp. And Hughes infield. It may well be that Lee Sharp won't see this game out because of his absence in some of the pre-season training. Caesar, and Hughes doing his work in making Caesar play it back. Smith, can he take it first time? He does! And that's really been Arsenal's best moment since they went 2-1 down. One long ball catching Manchester United short of concentration at the back. And Smith got it past Leighton, but a yard or so past the post. Lee Martin has come on for Lee Sharp. They think very highly at Manchester United about Lee Martin. And Merson, for the second time, uses up playing time, is only to the advantage of Manchester United. It is a significant season for Alex Ferguson, but I must say he was very relaxed before the kick-off, considering the goings-on at the club over the past 48 hours. Martin.
And today's attendance is 47,245.
Martin's only 21, quite locally at Hyde. As I say, they really believe he's got a major future in the game, Manchester United management. One of the fascinating features of every season is to see how youngsters do develop, and of course the sad side of that some fade away. Webb. Neil Webb with a classic volley to embroider his first league game for Manchester United. And with just over 10 minutes remaining, this really should shore up the 3 points on a very big day for the club. So sweetly struck. And that is international class. That's what Manchester United have paid £1.5 million for. Webb. A measure of his confidence. But his greatest mark on the game, that first goal for Manchester United from Neil Webb. Hughes. Phelan. Arsenal could lose here by an increasing number. They are now 4-1 down. Brian McClure. The goals won't necessarily tell the story of the game, but the United supporters do not care about that. They came at a trickle through most of last season, but they're coming as a flood now and against the champions themselves. McClure made a mess of the penalty, but not with the left foot shot high into the top corner. Manchester United, after the disappointments of last season, have really prospered in the Old Trafford sunshine. A most eventful week for Manchester United has a perfect ending. They've beaten the champions by 4 goals to 1. Mark Hughes with a moment of inspiration, really the turning point to make it 2-1, 17 minutes into the second half. Neil Webb with a superb volley. No wonder he beamed at the end of it all. And Brian McClure rounding it off with the fourth, making up for his first half penalty miss. The mood seemed to have been set by Steve Bruce in the second minute of the game, giving Manchester United the lead. But David Rocastle did equalise amidst a welter of activity on the field. One performance doesn't make a season, but on the evidence of 90 minutes, Manchester United have plenty to look forward to, and Arsenal have got a lot of hard thinking to do.